Hi, I'm Jess, and for those who don't know it, I'm a bit of a poet. But why do I write so many random rhymes? It's because I find it easier to explain things that way sometimes. There's things on my mind that I wish I could say, like how I feel about racism and people who are gay. I hate those phobias. So write that down, make a note to yourself. The reason our country is lacking in wealth is due to our discrimination. What, you won't employ someone because you've got rules and regulations, limitations? You don't like Africans or Asians and want to keep it all Caucasian? Explain. How is that humane? You know it's not sane to think we're not the same. You know it's not intelligent. Oh, so because we appear different, that makes us less diligent? These aren't the only problems that need to be addressed. We've got to help with mental health and some people who are depressed. We've got to stop being repressed and oppressed and obsessed on the fact that this needs to be suppressed. Because it affects the best of us. Whether it's anxiety, anorexia, schizophrenia, something's too hard to suss. There's no such thing as perfection. We've got to be who we are. We've got to drive around in this imperfect world as imperfect pearls in imperfect cars. Our imperfections are our perfections. They make us unique. We've got to stop the labelling and categorising people into cliques. So we have fought hard for our religion, race, sexuality, defending our equal rights and individuality. It's our ill mentality that's one of the biggest issues. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've even felt that self-abuse. There's a lot to say, but I just don't know where to start. And even though it may be hard to truthfully come from the heart, I'm just gonna lay down my cards and rip them apart. See, I'll tell you this. My big sis was picked on for being fat, ginger and Jewish. At school, she was locked in the shed, made to feel claustrophobic and clueless, made to think, what have I done? Who would do this to a kid who's only 11? Are you trying to tell her that she doesn't belong in heaven? When I was around 7 or 8 years old, I struggled to understand the things unfolding in front of me. And although I was a young human being, I vividly remember seeing my other sister sitting at the kitchen table drowning in her own tears simply because she feared that she was unable to be just like her peers. Sometimes I believe that was just a bad dream, because in my head, I can't seem to erase that scene. You think that's bad enough? Nah. I've got other stuff that I can say, like how I know 4 people who have been raped. But did a pre-adolescent really deserve to be punished for having never misbehaved? Good, I've seen a girl engrave the word STOP into her skin. It's the same as getting inked. It's a permanent sin. When are we going to begin to help those in need? Because all it takes is one step to plant that seed. You see everyone scroll through their newsfeed and try to blame it all on social media. But it's the subliminal messages that we read through the BBC and Wikipedia. They try to feed you with lies, mislead you and mistreat you like you're an order of 5 Guys fries, nothing but just some profit on the side. They don't care about you. All they care for is money. They don't care where you come from, care for your sister, your mister, your missus, your mummy. They don't care that in the war, my community suffered from fumigation. They don't care that right now for me, I suffer from communication. Just because I'm Aspergic, don't pretend like you're allergic to me and throw me some 3rd-degree burns, because I will switch it around and make it my turn to tell you my views. Like how I believe we were all born confused. Even I've been myself. But it's not until we're older that we choose who to love in sickness and in health. Women Crush Wednesday. It's not just a trend. Sometimes girls post that because they're just not interested in men. We get given life on a plate. And it's no mistake that we choose the path that we take. But until we open our minds and our eyes and realise that it's easy to see, you've got to fight for yourself. So I'm going to fight to be me.